Well, we had a little trouble in paradise. I had really good germination. I think all of my watermelon seeds came up. I didn't really count how many I put in there, but there were 3 other areas here. You can see a couple of them here that I now have protected. But we had a big rain, and I came out here and probably, I don't know, 12 or so of the watermelon plants had been eaten by something, and I assume that it's slugs. So I put down some slug bait, and I'm going to replant the watermelons. It's still plenty early. I didn't mention before that these are sugar baby watermelons, which are a seeded watermelon. I don't mind spitting out seeds. I've always spit out seeds with watermelons, like part of the experience of eating watermelons. So growing seedless watermelons is really a hassle. You have to plant 2 varieties, and you have to do a 3-to-1 combination of seeded and unseeded watermelons, and it just takes up a lot of space, and I don't have a lot of space. So I'm going to replant. I soaked some more watermelon seeds right here, and I'm going to replant a bunch of them. And now that the slug bait is there, I'm hoping for better results. And also another thing I did wrong is after they grew up, I removed my little protector things because I needed them in another part of the garden, and shouldn't have done that, obviously. So I'm going to plant these again, and then put the protection around them, and hope for better results. I'll show you one of them right here. There were 3 plants here that came up, and see, there's a snail right there. He could be the culprit. And I put my little protector around one of them, or 2 of them, and then right next to it there was one that the protector wouldn't fit around, and the next day I came out and that was laying on its side. So it acted like a cutworm, but these are getting chewed up by something. So I ended up replanting all these spots where I had these watermelon seedlings to try to get some more going. So definitely not a perfect scenario. We're having to deal with some issues, which is normal. And if you don't deal with them, like I said before, you won't have any plants. Now this is the spot where I planted the cantaloupes, and kind of similar results here. There's one of the seedlings right there, and it's a little bit chewed up. I had another one that was in here that died, and then there's one over there. I can't really get in close because I've got this kind of fenced off to keep the deer out of here. But that one looks pretty good. But if that's all that's germinated, that's sad, because I put like 20 seeds in here. So I may replant these too. So yeah, gardening is a learning experience. I'm learning all the time by messing up, but when you direct seeds like that, I've had a lot of times where there's just a lot of bugs, and I'm not trying to kill everything out here, but sometimes you have to take measures. So one of the things I need to do is go put something on top of that seedling so it doesn't die. Here's a better look at it from close range. So that's kind of a roundup of what has happened with the direct seeded seeds. Not very successful. I've learned this lesson before, but it's usually works better if you start them in trays first, but I prefer to start certain seeds like cucumbers, cantaloupes, and watermelons in the ground, and so that's what you get. I'll probably have to replant some of this stuff. Same with the sunflowers. See you next time.